Hey everybody, I'm gonna go through this, which is really cool, and it's of course based off of something I was doing here, and cool pictures, cool drawings, very transcendental, yeah? Some of it's really just transcendental, yeah, and then we have September. We have to go through this first because it's a phenomenal happening. It is a super harvest moon, of course, but I'm just talking about the fact that we've started a new month. And it's time for you to go like, yeah, September, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, September. Yeah. You know, that's getting ready to perform, right? And so we have many activities here. As you can see here, many activities. Let's look at some of them. So here it says cleaning, clean your room. Clean your room, maybe make some food, podcast, listen to a podcast while you're doing it. So you have something to listen to, so it's fun. And light and coffee, right? So those are things that makes us get awake and get aware, get a certain kind of way, right? And then willpower, manipura. We do the gateway experience. We put all our willpower into doing the gateway experience, following the process and getting good. Get good, it's like Dark Souls, and we have to illuminate. We have to do that, And then we have here, it says cardio. Yeah, so pretty easy cardio, right? Get some activity, get your pulse beating, and it's good for you, right? And here, podcast. Now it's making the podcast or creating something out of our higher heart that we're sharing with people, right? And then creative writing, maybe write some hypnosis. Just sit down and write something for yourself, like I'm starting to feel it's really gonna solve everything. So tonight I'm gonna have a lucid dream and all of that stuff. And then here, hypnosis. Yeah, so if you don't get it over here, make sure to get it over here. And then finally try wild, wake-induced lucid dreaming. And remember your dreams, right? So here, nice pictures. So even though it's in Norwegian, you can look at the nice pictures. And here's our day. This is the day. This is what it looks like. You see that little pink spot? That's on the side of the eye that's very awake. Just got out of bed, very awake, just had coffee. That's this one, yeah? So this one, this small pink part, which is actually part of this sacred hidden eye, that eye is actually remembering your dreams. And then this is like very awake now, so some cardio, thank you. Then after working out, it's like, oh, I'm getting tired. Yeah? And then we have here, I didn't mark it out, but I should. Damn it, just let me, guys. So people, somewhere around here, right? Somewhere around here, there's gonna be a fantastic balance between I'm slightly tired and I need to sleep right now, okay? And this area right here is very good for the gateway experience. Very, very good. And we want to catch it. We want to catch that one, okay? For maximum success. And here we go to sleep, and this is also very strong, but this area, okay, you will usually just not be aware, okay, but then you have this, yeah, and then you can be like a little fighter and get it, through wake and just what happens here, okay, is that you enter delta sleep, which is active rest and bliss, but it makes you very whimsical. But here you can fight it, and you can become lucid and enter like a very cool state, okay? And this here, I call this divine. I mean, does this remind you of something? Does this remind you of something that you know of? No, of course not. I made this up, okay? This is something I made, okay? Here, what is this? Well, this is a map of the world, yeah. So this chakra, this is not a chakra. It's actually a 2D shape. You can open it up and it becomes like this shape, and it's an accurate world map. Yeah, you've heard about that one. Yeah, and here, this, do you know what this is? Maybe if you're Catholic, you've seen somebody carry this around, but you can actually turn it upside down. And when you turn it upside down, it's like a it's got a spring to it. It's got a spring to it. It really just pops right up here. And it's like the spring is very interesting because it's like if you've put water into a bottle and you spin it around, you see it comes out faster, right? And so you have the Pope here, like ta-ta, 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 on his pogo stick. Now he turned it around, he's on top of it, and just on his pogo stick, like ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. It just jumps around with this. Yeah, so that's something that I thought was a little bit funny. And then you have the Spheroth here, which can actually be expanded into a 3D shape, but for now it just made me think about this, the missing diamond. Have you played it? It's a board game. It's a board game. We love playing board games here. Yeah, you're bored, just think about this, searching for the red ruby in the pool of the great serpent. Yeah, oh yeah. And then you have this, you can grow some morning glory. Wake up and get some morning glory. And then you figure out that 28 is like 4 times 7. And what is that? That's the lunar cycle, right? So those, women are already on a cycle, but if you're a man, you got to pay attention to the moon if you're going to have a cycle. And sometimes women are nice, and it's like, she's on that part of the cycle right now. Maybe that's when I should ask her out. Yeah? And then you have this, which is video games. I was thinking about Super Mario 64, right? And 64 is a very important number for me because Nintendo 64 was my first gaming console. And here we have like 16 bits. 16 bits. And you can just look at it, you write the ass right here, and perineum and genitals and legs. I was playing around with this, right? And then it goes into your legs, of course. Your nerves come out here, goes into your legs and goes into your sacral, and then we have our nice little chakra here. Yeah. And then it says 16. You can only unlock this if you have 16 of it, right? And that's, of course, da-da-da-da-da. Here you have all the stars, or AP, that I call them, awareness points, okay? So you can play some video game with the clear light coming from this. And look, I'm going to have to eventually separate videos into easy, medium, advanced, or hard. Easy, medium, hard. Isn't that what it's called with video games? And also nightmare or something, something like that. Because, for me, it's like, it's easy, man. It's super easy. Just get some basic Tummo, basic Kundalini, basic meditation, basic clear light. It's easy, man. So this might be a teaching for people who are very advanced, but hey, maybe it would inspire you to try. Just try it. Sometimes you get it anyways, because now you're trying to connect with the body, and the body is like, oh, you want to go. Oh, you want to go. Well, if you want to go, I want to go. And then you can get it anyways. Sometimes fake it until you make it. The chakra, okay, see this? This is the chakra. The chakra is not real. So fake it until you make it. Yeah. And that's basic Kundalini. Fake it till you make it. Very basic. So it's not even real. And just understand the chakra, right? So the Sanskrit channel is great for that. And then meditate on the area and try to contain 16 points of awareness, which is, start with just one. Everybody starts with just one. Here he is. Look at this. Look how humble he is. He just starts with one awareness point. And then it goes from here and it absorbs up until it's fully contained inside his brain, inside his mind. Yeah. So it's very. So this is the beginner. Yeah. White robes. Yeah. Then maybe he get the yellow robe, and then he get orange and green, and finally black robe. You know. You know, the belt system, right? So, anyways, here it is. Yeah. So, is there anything else? Yeah. So you can take the ability to hold multiple points of awareness at once and transfer them to your clear light practice. Now, I use this. What is this? It's one of these guys. Okay. Yeah. And it shines light on me. And then I prefer maximum brightness. And I also have a nice little timer here for 30, 60, 90. And the beginning of this, you just look at it for 30 minutes. And you don't have to do anything, just look at it. And for me, so even if you get nothing else from this, you will still get energy in the morning to go about your day. 30 minutes for a really pang, just boom, hitting those weights at the gym without having to resort to coffee. But you can also do coffee, there's nothing wrong about it. It's just, this is also something you can do. Or just look at a white wall. A white wall, if the sun shines on it, is going to be enough. A white paper, if the sun shines on it, it's going to be enough. So just go outside and draw a picture in the sun. You'll feel it, but I'm blinking my eyes because it keeps me focused. So like blinking my eyes all the time. Here are some suggestions. You know, it's mostly just art. It's mostly just for you to enjoy and take in, you know. So let's look at this one again. Let's look at the rough draft here. This is our goal. This is our plan. So like a back, tailbone, ass, perineum, genital, legs, genital, back, you know, gut weight, butt cheek. Yeah, and the gut weight goes into the perineum, just so you know. When you're seated in this position, that's what happens, okay? So you're gonna also, so if you have a siddhisana or you have a, you're gonna have to adapt it. It's gonna unlock more of the awareness points if you have certain positions, okay? Padmasana is gonna be your ankles, I guess. You're gonna feel your ankles. And then, you know, here, look at this. You need 16 to get this. But you're just gonna have 14. So we involve our hands. This is not your finger. This is your knee, by the way. All your joints also contain chakras. You know, that's just an epic way of saying, I mean, AP. You're getting AP from here, and you transfer the ability to hold multiple points of awareness from the ground up into your head, into your eyes, okay? And now, when you can do that, so when you have just one point of awareness, looking at the light, you're going to be able to get this. But what I want you to do on top of that is when you breathe, silent breath mantra hung. So you know what a silent K, so to know. So the K is silent, and you get a silent hung. So you breathe, but the breath is saying hung, but it's not pronounced, right? So if I breathe in through my nose, it can kind of sound like if I think about the sound And then I also think about this. This is my auspicious symbol, and this is the advanced auspicious symbol. So, and I try to feel my heart. Now, you have to understand, you're probably gonna get your throat chakra first, but that's okay. Don't worry about it. So, you come here, 1 point, 3 points. Getting here is actually quite advanced, okay? Throat chakra will block, will block you, right? And what you're gonna get instead of this, you're gonna get this, that they're coming in here, you know, like that and that. So to get from here, you can get throat chakra hum here. Okay, that's gonna be, so you can get that one as well. Look up that one as well. It's easier to get. But if you can get this see, the throat chakra is kind of easy to get, as long as you're not doubling it, which is a little bit harder. But this, if you can get here and see that this is possible, it's over. You know that this is possible if you can get this. Because this one, you have to spend effort. And that's the problem if you're getting this cross with the other cross on top of it. That one, because you can blame it on this and say, I'm not really learning because I'm getting this, and that's just a variation of this. But if you get this, oh baby, you got it. You got it. Eventually you're gonna get here, okay? And when that happens, you're gonna know, because rainbows will erupt here, okay? Which is what we want. We want the colors, the ability to not just see light and dark, which is what you got here. Here you've proven that you can see colors in the light. And when that happens, you're also, you don't have to blink or do anything. It's always there, and you're gonna know it's there. So that's something you can do. This is a game you can play. Now, I've drawn this, and I have it here. Now this one I use for training because it's easy to wash. It doesn't lose its shape. This one, on the other hand, if I wash this, it loses its shape. But it has a better shape overall. So I've washed this. I'm gonna have to buy a new one. This one you can use. Yeah. And what you do is that when you've activated this, or even this, you just slap yourself on the arms. So if I slap myself on the shoulder, my arm like this, ta-ta-ta. I slap here, I have to coordinate. And I can put the light that I've collected here onto my body. Okay, so that's the video game of chakra into clear light. And you know, actually, if you include this, it takes you to the rainbow body. The rainbow body. Yeah, it looks a little bit like this. Yeah? This is just the resources. Here it's been given form, and then through slapping yourself and breathing and concentrating, you can get to here. And eventually, if you also do the gateway meditation, you enter trance, and the awareness of the rainbow body becomes like this. So that's something you can do. Now, I recognize that I've started teaching some extremely high teachings, and I think that I'm gonna have to maybe start all of my videos with a warning and say that this is very advanced. So if you're an atheist and you look at this and it's complete gibberish to you, this is just a role-playing game. You know, this is just entertainment. You know, go look at the basic teachings, the basics. I'm gonna start putting videos into categories. So if you're interested in the real stuff that actually is real, then you can go there. This is just a joke, okay?